I feel like I mastered the category here as to what the judges should look for when it comes to a schoolboy. You know what I'm saying? Because what you like to hear, but what you always hear everybody saying is, "Oh, you too old to watch schoolboy." But they fail to realize that two of the schoolboys that they live for is in their 30s.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I elevated to executive realness because me stepping out there and being a fan favorite and somebody who has already walked here so much, I feel like I wasn't giving them a chance to bloom. I wasn't giving their schoolboy career time to flourish because everybody was picking me because I'm yayo. So I was like, well, let me get into executive. And now I'm deemed for schoolboy and executive. I'm legend for both. You know what I'm saying? Because since I stepped into executive realness, I'm undefeated. State to state. So realness to me, it wasn't my first category, but I knew it was my category because of what I brought to it in both subcategories, executive and schoolboy. So, and I'm of the year 2 times in a row for executive realness.
My man. Mine.
Okay, move gay boy. Any comments, questions, or concerns?
I just have one question. I don't want to like hold it up too long.
You're not holding nobody up. We got all that.
My fault, OG. But just for those of you who have experience in Kiki and mainstream, would you say that there is, I guess, any type of difference as when you're walking in a Kiki ball versus a mainstream ball?
For me, yes.
There's definitely more pressure.
It's a lot more.
There's definitely more pressure.
I tell everybody I quit mainstream a couple of years ago because it stopped being fun. Your homeboys that you met coming in, starting off, they're not your homeboys no more because you didn't beat them too many times and now they don't fuck with you. When it's different in Kiki, I battled both of them. We lost and won against each other, but the love has never changed from them. And that's what I appreciate more because, okay, we can hang out outside of a bar and I know you're not going to feel away. It's not going to be no ill will. With mainstream, you can't do that. They hate you as soon as you beat them. So yeah, for mainstream, it's a lot, like you said, a lot more pressure. And I feel like it's too many gatekeepers there. So ballroom and mainstream won't change like it is. It won't evolve like it is in Kiki because of the people that's been here, and it's like we gotta wait till they die off because they're sitting at the boards and sitting on the alliances and all that, and they make the calls. And these are the same people who don't want to put like people like Aubrey as a mother in their house because she's too young. You know, so yeah, to me, I feel like it's like you said, a lot more pressure, and it's a lot more political than Kiki. Kiki is still fun to me. Kiki is a lot of fun to me. That's the reason why I threw a Kiki ball before I threw a mainstream. Aubrey.
It's definitely different all the way across the boards in every category, but for drags, it's taken up another notch. You gotta be a little more polished with mainstream. I see a lot of girls that walk in now that are newer girls and they're getting chopped before they even get to the panel, which means you're not polished enough. If a judge can spot you from the back and say, oh, she's clocked, something could be clocked about you. But if you're polished and you're put together and your appearance looks fair, you could get to the panel and turn it, you know, make that judge think like, okay, well, never mind, since across the board. But with drags, the girls are a lot more polished. Like, we pay attention more. It goes beyond you just taking the hair off of your face and you just slapping on makeup. Judges in mainstream, they check because they know that in the past, you've had junior femme queens or femme queens walking with clean up and drag categories. I'm a prime example of I'm always mistakenly taken for walking the wrong category. Southeast Ball in Texas a couple of weeks ago, I got chopped for part 2 of Drag Realness. And when I asked the judge, you know, what was I chopped for, his statement was, I didn't remember you getting your tins as a male. So I assumed you were walking the wrong category because I thought you were a femme queen. Some judges I ask you to come here, go up in your shirt, and they will literally check. They'll rub your nipples to see if you got a core. They'll want to see if you got any breasts. Like, they will literally rub and touch on me. Back in the days, MC Devil would literally have them take their wigs off, take the stuffing out of their bars, pull their pads down, just to see if they were dragged. And no shade, all room needs to get up to that. I wouldn't have a problem pulling down my pants and showing that I have pads on because I'm a butch queen and drag. I wouldn't have a problem taking out the stuffing and the tissues in my bra because I'm a butch queen up in drags. I'm a male prior to me getting to the ball. I'm not waking up in geesh. I'm not waking up in my nails. I'm not waking up with a bra. I'm not going to sleep with that type of stuff on. Hell, by the time I leave the ball, by the time I pull in the driveway, the lashes and the wig is off. That's the main issue that we have in the Kiki scene. In the mainstream, you won't really catch femme queens or junior femme queens trying to sneak and walk butch queen up a drag realness because they know the level and the degree that it's on. In the Kiki scene, it slides and it gets by at these balls because these house leaders let it slide. These kids are not out here walking these categories by mistake, especially the new girls. They don't know. Their leaders know. And y'all are still pushing them out there in a category, getting them red, because if they battling me and I know, I'm going to dog you out. And I promise you, after we battle, that's going to be the last time you walk the category. And I know that for a fact because it's 3 girls that don't walk it no more. Y'all have to be truthful with yourself. If y'all are women or identifying yourself as a woman, stand on your shit. Walking drags is disrespectful to you. Not me, but to you. Yeah.
I think.
Can you repeat the question? We have some new people that just walked in.
I think what was the question? The difference between Realness, Kiki scene and mainstream. I think from being in Kiki scene for a long time, a lot of houses, and being like a Con and a Milan and a Balmain and mainstream for a couple years, I think for one, it's more expensive than mainstream. That's one.